Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm gonna be testing out is this foundation from Dermacol. This is known to be a full coverage foundation, so I'm really excited to see whether this can cover all the redness that I have, my warts. It also claimed that it can cover like tattoos and such. So all those difficult areas that needs to be covered, then they say that this foundation can do that. Full coverage means also thick, so I'm gonna be using a damp beauty sponge to thin it out. So if you wanna see how this foundation works on my face, then please keep on watching. So now let's go dive into this foundation. The packaging is nice. Look at that. It's very nice. It has like an engraved name in here, and then the pink little bottom here at the bottom of the package. So it's really nice, and it has some poplets here. I'll just gonna read in the back. There's no instruction in the back, so I don't know. The inscription here in the back is not English, so I can't really read that. And then there's another instructions here on the side, which I can't really read it. Maybe if you have a good eyes, but I don't. How about this pamphlet? What I'm just gonna do is use it the way I use with the other foundation, so make it easier. Life will be easier. Here, when you open the tube, it's like that. So the packaging is like gold. I don't know if this is the right one, because it has been said that there are fakes scattered all over the internet, but I bought this in Amazon. I hope it's not fake. So this is what it looks like, and it's still sealed, as you can see. And then there's the cap, and then I'll just gonna put like that to open it up, just like a medicine, huh? And then it clicks and it says it's open already. See that? So now it's open. Now it's ready for use. So I'm just gonna use a damp beauty sponge, and let's go dive in. And then I'm just gonna put it in the back of my palm. Oh, it's dark. It's 2 to 3. It's dark. When I saw it online, they said this tends to be on the lighter side, and I'm gonna use a concealer to spread the product out, make it easier for me. And then I'm using this brush from Dior Rouge in Amazon as well. It's a very cheap one, so I'm just testing it out. Maybe I should have get the 221 the 221 shade. So this is dark for me, but it blends so nice though on my skin. See, other people's review is like very off. This tends to be dark on my skin tone. It's dark. Should have get the 221. Other people doesn't like this because of how thick it is. I don't mind. I love my like full coverage foundation. Now look at that, and it oxidizes too. Oh my golly golly lord. Look at that. This is, but in fairness, it does cover. The more it is in my palm, it oxidizes. It looks like orange on my face. I'm using natural light, so because I want to make sure that I really have to get this better in good lighting. Not in good lighting, but in like daytime. This is daytime. The time right now is like 10 o'clock. I have a good lighting right now. So, and then I have a lighting on my back over here, just to like get some light in the back. It's very thick on the skin, but for coverage it covers. I look like an orange potato. So right off the tube, the product looks like grayish undertone, and then when you put it on, it's like yellowish undertone. I still have some redness here, so it's still uneven. I'm gonna put some more. It looks like grayish, and then when you put it on, you get some undertone. Look at my face right now. It just changes. In camera it looks like strange, but in person it doesn't really look that way, but it's dark on my skin. I'm gonna put something in here because of some unevenness. Okay, so I would be honest, for the feeling of it, it's a little bit heavy on my skin, but for the finishes of it though, it does really like blend on my skin better. I don't know, but I guess I'm gonna have a make use of this foundation, though it tends to be like darker because I have lighter foundation, so this would be a good perfect mix for that. I'm gonna be testing this out with my other foundation and see if how does it work with the rest of it. And since this is a little bit thicker and some of my foundations are more like in the watery or liquidy side, it might be a perfect blend. For sure, one thing that I can make use of this foundation is that it can cover my blue veins here, which most of my foundation doesn't really cover in that. I can cover it, but with too much layering it does cake up in there. But with this one, with one use or with just one tapping on the product, it does cover easily. So that I would say is a good use for me. I know it's tend to be dark, but it's fine since this area needs, well, color correcting. Sometimes it's better with darker foundation and then put a brighter on top. It will be good. So I think for me that would be perfect for this foundation to make use of. I'm gonna wear this for maybe 4 hours to 6 hours, and I also will gonna like correct this a little bit because I don't want to be like orange pumpkin the day I might gonna go out today. And the weather right now is a little bit hot for California weather. We are in the 80s right now at 10 o'clock, so it's gonna be more hotter at the end of the day. Today will be a good perfect timing for that. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and yeah, so the foundations are on, all the rest of my makeup is on, and this is what the foundation looks like. It does really look nice on my skin. For redness, it does cover it, and for my like dark circles or like dark veins under here or in the corner of my eye, it does really cover that, which I'm very happy because some of the foundations that I have, it doesn't really cover that, so I need to put on like concealer. But this time I guess this is my new concealer for that, and I like it, and it's not cakey if I put something on it in there, so I do like it in that aspect. But for the skin, it does look nice, but it just looks so heavy on the skin, but it can cover all my imperfections. I guess when I will try to use this is that maybe I would use this first as like concealing all the like the redness, and then on top I'm gonna be using my regular foundation. I think this will be perfect for well for me this will be, I guess, for my use, because I don't want to like dump it out in, you know, because this is a good foundation. So this has its own use, and for me this will be good as a concealing for the areas that I need. For my pores, does it like blur it? No, because I use like a pores profiler, so even with that, this doesn't really how you call that, like blur it or minimize it. No, it doesn't. I tend to, normally what I do before to like reduce my pores is to put a primer and then put a powder. Then since this is a heavy foundation, so I tend to do away with that because I don't want to like cake up my face. And so far for caking my nose area, which I do have, I do a little bit in here. Yeah, I do. it cake up a bit in here on my nose. Yeah, it is cakey. For the rest of my patches here, it doesn't really cling to it. And then the product on top, like my blush, my highlighter, and my bronzer, it does really look good on the skin. In person, it does really good. I don't know how long will this foundation last because I didn't really read about it as to how long will this last. I finished my foundation at 10:35. Right now it's 11:15. It's almost an hour, and this is what really looks like, and I really like it the way it feels on my skin. On my forehead it looks nice. I think I'm liking this one. Only the downside is the shade, but I don't mind. I'm gonna use it as a concealing on my like dark areas, which is a good base for that. And so far so good, and this is what it looks like. I'm happy about it. And the finish, it's a semi-matte. I have some glow in it. I guess this is all my thoughts about this foundation. I'll be right back maybe in a 4 hours time frame, and we'll see what it looks like, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm now here for a 4-hour check-in, and this is what my face looks like. And as you can see, it's very shiny right now. My oil in here, my pores is really not doing good. It really accentuates my pores, the shyness in here. It's not cakey, but the pores is really out there. It's popping out, spreading out, and I have my shiny here. And my texture, like my dry patches, I guess with the primer it does help, so it doesn't really cling on that. Actually, it's pretty good though. I'm just very oily at the moment, like super oily here. My nose is breaking apart a little bit in here since early on I have a cakiness going on already, so it does cake up here. I am not sure if it doesn't like the primer that I use, so but that's mostly what I use for like priming my face. So this is how it looks like. It's oily, it's caking in here, but the rest of the face, it's held up pretty good. It's pretty nice. I'll come back in another 2 hours and let's see how does this oil build up. I'm not gonna touch up. Let's just gonna leave it like this, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. So I am in my 6-hour check-in right now. So as you can see, my face, it's really oily right now. So in here, so in here. So normally it's just my T-zone area that is very oily at the moment. But in terms of like breaking apart, it's not really breaking apart. Only here that the cakiness that's going on since this morning, it's still apparently here. I did not touch up, so this is what it looks like after 6 hours with some humidity going on here. We are in the upper 80s temperature, so it's kind of humid a little bit, so shyness here on my forehead. But the rest of the face, it does hold up pretty good. I don't see any problems with dry patches. So I guess with the primer that I'm using with my dry patches, it does held up pretty good. And it's just for the oil part, it's not holding it up so good at the 6-hour mark, because right now I feel like I'm gonna have to wash my face. So I guess this is my final thought. I hope you find this video helpful, and if you find it helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!